Hey everybody, welcome back to Fire Emblem 7. This is KinesisKrab again, and today, after defeating the bandits, Lyn continues westward. She and her colleagues stop for the night at a ruined fortress. Oh, I know what chapter this is. The Ganelon bandits are in a rage after the brethren fell to Lyn's swords. They race in pursuit of the companions. Their angry footsteps sound closer and closer. Chapter 4, In Occupation's Shadow. This should suffice. Tonight's bed. This mildewy old fortress, is this the best we can do? Did you not bring fucking tents and shit for your fucking journey? Like, this isn't modern times, there's not gonna be any, like, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn bullshit going on. The bandits keep everything in turmoil around here. No one has time to worry about travelers. And there are a rather lot of us. This'll be fine. Who wants to be stuck inside anyway? I prefer a place where I can feel the wind blow. As long as I'm at Lyn's side, I'll be fine. Now, there's some weird stuff about this, and maybe not weird. There's this kind of like almost implied romance between Lyn and Florina, which is again, back to what I mentioned earlier, she is the only female who gets a special scene for getting an A-rank support with Lyn. And I'm not really sure if that's how I'm supposed to take it, but I feel like in the English translation it's like an implication almost. And for your protection, your man-at-arms Sane will be right here by your side, ladies. Sane, both you and I are to remain awake. We will alternate the watch. Alas. So here's the thing, this is going to be the map, and you can see there are a lot of openings in our little fortress here, which is why I needed everyone to be around level 3, because everyone needs to be strong enough to defend a different portion of it, because we only have like 5 party members right now. I forgive my intrusion. Now you can tell because she has a very generic sprite, she's not going to be joining the party. My name's Natalie, I'm from a village not far from here. Are you alright? Your leg. It's fine, don't worry, it's from a childhood sickness. I can't travel far on it, but it doesn't trouble me much. What are you doing here all by yourself? I'm looking for my husband. I heard he was in this area. He said he was going to raise money to have my leg mended. He left the village and hasn't returned. Well, we don't actually have any healers yet, so we can't do anything about that. He's a kind-hearted man, but I think he might be involved in something dangerous. I got so worried. Here's a sketch of him. It's a poor likeness at best, but his name is Dorcas. Do you know of him? I'm sorry, I don't believe I've seen or heard of him. I see. If you do meet him, please give him a message. Tell him that Natalie is looking for him. I will tell him, I promise. Here they are, we finally tracked down the band that defeated Migal. So they decided to hole up in this ruined fortress. Perfect. We'll wait till it gets dark and then... You're an idiot. There are only a few of them and some are women. If we attack them at night, I'd be a laughing stock. Now it's funny he says some of them are women as an insult, which I would understand the sexism from the time, but like, Lyn is actually a fucking monster in this game. So like, there is no reason to underestimate her. I will not be so wasteful. We'll avenge Migal and get some pretty souvenirs to boot. Now they keep saying that, but again, no matter if someone dies or not, like there is no capture mechanic in this game, so there's actually no repercussions of that sort. Let's go. Spread out and encircle the place, you rogues. Actually, Fire Emblem 5 gets really dark because there is such a mechanic in the first place. Let's finish this before it gets too dark to see. Alright, so here's the thing. You probably already know, by looking at this, there's way too many fucking enemies on the screen for us to actually take down. And you can't actually win if you take down this main guy who's talking right now. If you can take him down, the map will end, and you'll win. But that's really fucking impossible, so what you can do instead is just hold down the fort long enough, and eventually things will happen and you won't have to die. If those weapons of yours aren't just for show, today's the day to let us see what you can do. I want you to attack from the back entrance to the east. There's supposed to be a woman inside. I want you to capture her. Do that and I'll increase your share of the take. He says there's supposed to be a woman inside, but there's actually like 3 women in there, so how on earth would he know which one he's going after? It would break Natalie's sweetheart to sink me so low. Oh man, so if you were paying attention earlier, that is Dorcas, and the girl back there is Natalie, who is his wife, and that's important. Outside the fortress, bandits. What did you say? Persistent bunch, aren't they? What do you think? Shall we go out and face them? No, Natalie cannot move well, and that would put her in danger. Let them come to us. We'll fight here within these walls. Crab, take over. The command is yours. All we have to do is hold out until they tire and leave. Rest easy, Natalie. No one will harm you. Not the way I play, anyway. Listen, everyone, fight with caution. I actually don't know if you get a game over from letting them kill her, or if they'll even go after her in the first place. In this chapter, your goal is to protect a special character. I already know this. So what's going to happen is the game's going to force me to send Lynn to the right because Dorcas is there, and then Lynn is going to be forced to talk to him, which will trigger him joining the party because he's our next party member. So what I usually do here is there's a crack in that wall, and so they can break it open. I don't want them to do that, so I usually station Wolf by that wall, and I have him defend there. Then I have Zane and Kent come this way, and when one of them eventually tires, I send Florina out to help because she doesn't have a javelin, so she can't do anything from the back. I think she auto-dodges this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's scripted. I don't know if you actually can kill Dorcas by accident in this chapter. I've never not recruited him, because it's really easy, so it'd be kind of stupid to let that happen. It was also kind of stupid for me to leave Kent with that spear and not switch him back to his sword, because of how many axe people are out here right now. See, that's the problem. That wall has a lot of health, so it's going to take a while to bust it down. They will bust it down if you're not careful. So you have to like make sure you have somebody up there who can fight through the wall or has enough defense to tank through the enemies up there, because they will keep coming. So as you can see, Kent is already pretty down. I'm actually a little worried about it because this doesn't usually happen so early in. But we do still have a lot of curative items because I haven't used like any. Alright, so luckily, Zane has the advantage. I don't know if he double hits on these guys or not. He does not, which is kind of unfortunate. Actually, Florina would be at a disadvantage too here, wouldn't she? Oh, snap. Oh, thank God. That shouldn't happen in the first turn. That shouldn't be fucking possible. Alright, so regardless of anything, first thing I think I have to do, I think the game makes me talk to him, which will recruit him to the party. Are you Dorcas? How do you know my name? Natalie told me. What are you doing with these rogues? I need money. That may be, but joining up with mercenaries is the only way to earn gold in these parts. I'll do anything, even this. You would hurt your wife? Natalie's here. We're protecting her within this fortress. She's here? She was so worried that she came looking for you. Think, Dorcas. Would your actions please your wife? You're right. Well, I understand. I can't do this. I'm done with these bandits here and now. Really? Yeah. And I would repay you for your kindness toward Natalie. Allow me to fight for you. So, what's gonna happen? I think he has to attack this guy. He has a hand axe, so he can attack from a range. Oh, you know what? Why don't I do that, actually? Oh, too late. Alright. And he got a crit, so it didn't matter anyway. So that's all well and good. I don't know what I'm gonna do about, Kent over there, though, because it's kind of bad. This doesn't usually happen like this, so I'm a little shocked that it did. And this is Wolt's job here. I don't want to send Florina out there against all those forces because there is an archer right there. But I don't know what choice I really have because this isn't going to go well. I might just restart and scrap this recording. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I guess you won't know one way or another unless I don't do it, in which you just heard me say it. This is really bad. Having backup's not really going to do anything because... Yeah, no, that might actually leave Florina open if I leave him like that, but... If I can actually get Florina out there to deal with the bowman on the same square, or one square away, she might be fine, but I need to calculate that out. He'll do 9, which is pretty bad because that already halves my health. And then he would definitely have enough movement space. but he's not going to really do any damage, so if at least one of them missed, it wouldn't matter. Can I even kill him? Like, I guess I didn't even really think this all the way through. I can't even finish him if I wanted, so it doesn't actually matter. And I can't throw either of my current weapons. It was kind of dumb of me to do it like that, though, because now that space is open, so if I don't move her, she's in trouble. Alright, he didn't dodge that, which is a problem. Or a potential problem, at least. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. Please, for the love of God, dodge. Okay. We should survive. I don't remember how much damage that bowman is gonna do. And see, it would be really bad if he'd actually killed him there, because then the next person in line would step up and they would do damage too. Which is kind of an unfortunate side thing. That was a really shitty level up, by the way. Alright, this guy can do like 0 damage, which is a testament to how good Sane is doing right now, I guess. So they're going to keep attacking that wall, because they can't do anything through it. Okay, yeah, Kent is fine for the moment. Which, thank God, because I was pretty sure that was going to go bad. You have an other phase, because Natalie's here, but she can't actually move, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this is a problem too. He's going to send in more units every turn. And we're on turn 3, so that's 4, 5, 6, just like 4 more turns before we get like done with this map and we have kind of a reprieve. This won't kill him, but that wall is sturdy enough to protect me for a time still. And Will got a level up out of this. This is actually a really good way to train Will too, because he's really the only one who can do anything here. Alright, I wish Florina had a javelin, but I couldn't buy one for her. Yeah, just do that, because you shouldn't die, theoretically. If I switch you to Lance, is that necessary? It's really not. Alright, that's what we're gonna do for now. So what my current goal is to get Dorcas down there so he can switch in too, because Axemen generally have decent defense, so he should be able to tank hits from stuff, and keep Lynn right here for as long as I can to deal with the units that are gonna come that way. Meanwhile, Will is going to deal with this, and then when that wall breaks, I'm probably going to need to send Florina up to support, which I guess we'll see how that goes, because this wall is going to break. There's no way it's going to hold for any more turns, for too many more turns. I bet you can have Dorcas talk to Natalie and get a support conversation, not a support conversation, but like a special conversation. I don't think I've ever actually done that before, so I'm not actually sure, and it's kind of a waste of a turn that leaves him in a bad space, so it's not really worth it. Oh shit, what is this about? Alright, I didn't see that coming because I didn't think this through. But, for the moment, I think she'll be fine. I'll heal her if I have to. I kind of have to hope that wall lasts a little longer now. Because now we're in a slightly tight spot. I don't know, I've done this map like a million times, and I don't usually have any problems with it. Besides the fact that, like, near the end, Kent and Sane get tired out, and I have to switch them with sometimes Florina and usually Dorcas. But, I'm gonna put him up here. He can actually attack from the back, but there's no reason to have him do that. Now, you would think I might want to move Lane to attack him, but more forces are gonna come in, and that's not really a good idea when you're trying to outlast an opponent. Everyone is pretty much fine except for her at the moment. This is really the only map where I ever use healing items too, just because it's one of the harder maps to survive in the early game, just because you're kind of low on, I guess, resources in general, really. Dismiss. Okay, good, because I don't want to waste more healing items. And I think he only has one left in his inventory, so I'd have to waste someone else's if he ran out. The thing about this game that's a lot easier than Fire Emblem 6 was, is a lot of characters in Fire Emblem 6 didn't come with, like, any items attached to them, and pretty much everyone in this story is coming with vulneraries, so it's not really an issue. How much longer does this wall have? I don't know, I have at least one more turn before he breaks through it. A critical hit would have been nice, because then I could kill him and I wouldn't have to worry about him getting through. But, that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. We only have, like, 2 turns left, so if I can just have everyone stick it out up to that point, we should be okay. Thing is, I believe the 7th turn counts 2 for an enemy phase, so it might be a little more than we can easily handle, but I don't think we're in too much danger of actually dying right now. Okay, everything is going alright. That wall might break this turn, which is worrisome to me, because I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Like, because I think Wolt could survive a direct attack, but I'm not sure if he could. It is definitely important to kind of get Kent out of here now, I think, because he's getting low on health. Alright, that wall actually is going to hold till the last turn, so I don't have much to worry about. Because you can't, like, attack then move unless you're a mounted unit, which this guy isn't. So Will's gonna be fine. Sometimes that wall does break, though, so not everything always goes exactly the same. It would be better to just have you here, and then have you here. And then I'm not gonna put you behind them, because I learned my lesson last time I put you directly behind them. Can I use this? I don't need to use that. She's gonna probably be fine. There's very little chance that she would actually have any issues with this one guy. We're probably good, actually. Alright, so the wall's broken, but he can't move in, so it doesn't matter that that happened, and he's gonna probably die if there is a next turn anyway. I don't remember exactly when this map ends, because sometimes it ends, like, I can't remember if it's on 7 or after 7. Alright. It's kind of worrisome either way for Lynn to have only 10 health left. I mean, that point in defense, I know I just kind of asked for it a little bit there, but it's not really that useful in the grand scheme of things. I should have switched him to the other axe. Oh, well, that almost worked. Oh well. I'm still at least relatively confident we're going to be fine. Last turn, so I think the enemies get a turn here too. Will's fine, that area has nothing to worry about, because they could not break through that wall in time to do any major damage. I'm worried about Lynn, because she's a little low on health. I could move her back and then move Sane over there, but then I have to have Kent come out and deal with one more onslaught. I don't want to move them. How far in will he be able to go? Probably not as far as Lynn can. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps, 1 unimpeded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd be right next to her still. They have the same movement range. If I rescue her, can I move far enough for it to matter? That might actually put Florina in a really bad spot, which would be stupid of me. This is what I know I want to do, is I want to finish this guy right here. You know what I know, though, is there's no way that a singular one of those sword guys would be able to do enough damage to kill him. So this'll work fine, I think. He's gonna get another level, which is kind of unfortunate, because I wanted Sane to get most of the levels, and they didn't go after him. Everyone's about level 3, which I guess is pretty decent for this point. If I move too much more, we're gonna be in trouble, so I'm gonna leave things as they are, I guess. It should be okay. Yeah, there is one more enemy phase. Alright, so as long as you don't kill him, you shouldn't have to take any more damage, so it shouldn't matter. He is level 5. I don't remember if he usually gets that high from me or not. He honestly has gotten the better level up, so I may end up using him. But I'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Because realistically, like, an individual's strength isn't really the most important thing. It's more so the group's overall synergy that matters when you're doing this. Like, keep good party members together, and you'll be okay. Alright, yeah, it's over. So nobody died, so that's pretty good. Retreat, pull back. The enemy's fled. We've won. Yeah, it wasn't easy. This is never an easy map. It's not as hard as some other maps in Fire Emblem games, but I think it's probably the hardest one I've ever done here. Keep in mind, I haven't beaten this. Fire Emblem 6 has a lot more bullshit maps, though. Which is funny, because they take place in the exact same, like, world. Our village is close. I'll take Natalie home and return tomorrow. Why can't we just say our farewells today? Well, I spoke with Crab. I've been invited to join your group. Didn't you say you wanted to do that anyway? I don't know. We're going to Lycia. I have to go somewhere to earn money. If you think I'll be of use, I'd like to fight for you. You helped my wife, I owe you. Please, Lynn, we both agreed on this. Watch over my husband. Well, I mean, better us than bandits, I suppose. Things have finally calmed down. Are you sure? Oh, yes, of course. Let me warn you. If bandits sneak up on you, they'll cut you down without mercy. Do you understand that? What, do you doubt my bravery? Am I not a knight? There's no need to worry. Right? If there's anything suspicious, we'll take care of it. Rest assured. Really? Well, good night then. See you tomorrow. Let's go. No one ever trusts me. I really don't. It's kind of an interesting way for him to interpret that, because I don't think it's about her trusting him. I think it's about the fact her entire village was killed by these bandits. Well, not these ones, but bandits in general. So that's the end of that chapter, so join me next time, and we'll see how the story progresses from here. I've been KinesisKrab, and yeah, next episode, we'll see what happens with all that.